I'll be patiently waiting for the 4 hour to align with the rest. So for the 4 hour to align with the daily and the weekly. Sorry. So welcome to part 2 of the session. Like I mentioned to you guys. So I'll be waiting patiently for the 4 hour to align. Now let's go back to our analysis. Daily is giving me what? What trend is this? What trend is this on the daily? Come on, guys. I know you've got this. What trend is this? It's a bullish trend. Plain and simple. Bullish trend. It's a bullish trend. Plain and simple. So looking at this, I can see that my monthly, I've showed you why I think monthly is going to be bullish. I've showed you weekly bullish. I've showed you daily bullish. What do you think I'm looking at generally on the DXY? Bullish. Bullish. Absolutely bullish. So now where am I looking at? Price heading towards here. And price can probably head towards here with some speed. All right, looking at how price is trying to move up, it could probably enter here with some speed. All right, so let's just look at this. What are possibilities? I will still want to outline my fair value gaps. All right, so possible places where price could probably retrace to. I have my fair value gap over here. There's a daily fair value gap. I'm looking to see price hits here. Now, I'll come to this DXY, so I don't need to come to the 4 hour. I've explained all of this to you already with the DXY, so I'm going to quickly run through it. Same thing, but on the opposite side with the Euro USD. So try to follow it because I'm literally doing the same thing. I may not talk as much as with the other one, with the DXY. Same thing, start from monthly. Remember, the XY is almost opposite to the Euro USD. So a lot of things that we've seen the DXY, we're gonna see it in the Euro USD, just inverted. That's all. Okay, so we look at this. This is my buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity, monthly fair value gap. I want to drop to the weekly. Let's see what the weekly is giving me. All right, so I've got my sell side liquidity right over here. Oops, sorry. This is supposed to be weekly sell side, not monthly sell side. Weekly sell side liquidity. Once again, you can see right in Euro USD, there are no fair value gaps on this leg of price after the liquidity is taken out over here by this particular candle. We don't have any fair value gaps here, which is good. However, one thing to do note, which is different from the XY here, is that you are likely to see price hit the midpoint of that candle. So that is going to be important to me now. That's actually going to be very important to me now. So that midpoint is going to be important, even though we didn't see it on the DXY. And I'll show you guys something about alignments very soon, which you usually see on which you usually see. So it's the C just stands for consequent encroachment, but that's literally means midpoint. All right. The person I learned for, who is my mentor, He likes to use big words, so that's why he's called ICT. You can check him out on YouTube. Very big trader. He's been trading for me about 30 something years. So you can look him up. So one of the things you see about alignment is you see how price is close to this particular week. You see how price is close to the end of this particular week. Most of the time, in situations like this, let me tell you what I like to do. I want to see which one price is going to hit first. Whenever you're trading, always look for correlations because I'll tell you what usually can happen. Let's say I'm in a trade, all right? Oh my God, I'm giving you guys so much value. I'm giving you so much of my experience right now. Let's say I'm in a trade and I I see that, let's say price hits the buy side of the DXY, but price hasn't yet hit the midpoint of what I just selected over here. I'm going to be very cautious about that trade. I'll start looking to see if price wants to reverse. I'm not going to say that, oh, because there's still the endpoint here, price has to cross and come to the endpoint. No, because sometimes within that, remember we are day traders, so price can reverse on us. So once you see that, once price hits any of these, I'll trade cautiously. I'll take my time with whatever I'm trading because I want to see how price, I want to see price take its time. I want to see price take its time. Price will usually take a breather after hitting one of these. So I'll usually just set an alert. I'll usually just set an alert. Yep, so I'm looking to see how price is gonna react over here. I'll set an alert. So ideally, what I'll do is I'll set an alert. So per minute, I want to get notified the moment price hits this, and I'm also gonna set another alert here because I want to know the moment price hits that. Because I could be trading on the Euro USD and price because I don't trade on the XY, but I want to be able to tell when price hits that particular level on the DXY. All right, and it's actually the same thing you do for GBP USD and Euro USD. All right, so last week, for example, I was in two trades, one on Euro USD and one on GBP USD. Euro USD hit the sell side liquidity, but when I checked the GBP USD, it didn't. And that was the trade I posted last week on Friday. So Euro USD hit, but GBP USD didn't. And GBP USD was acting very slow. So the moment I saw signs of a reversal on GBP USD, I closed that trade. So I closed that trade for a break even. Made no losses on that. You see, but ideally, people will be holding on to it without realizing that something else has already happened on a correlated market that you need to be aware of. Do you get it? But because you're not aware of it, it hits you and you're surprised. Because you're not aware of it, it hits you and then you're surprised. All right. So let's continue. So weekly, let's go to the daily. All right, so daily we're bearish. Let's identify any fair value gaps we probably have over here. We've got a fair value gap here. I'm gonna wanna label that there's no fair value gap here. All right, so we have just one fair value gap. I wouldn't even call this a fair value gap yet. Let's hold on. Why? Because today is Monday, so this particular candle is in session now. So we don't know whether it is going to end up as a fair value gap or not yet. So right now, price is just looking to be bearish. Price could just keep going bearish all the way here. But if I'm being honest, my ideal situation is I want to see price return to this particular level. Let me just create the zone for you to see. I ideally want to see price return to this level. So we could have a Monday not doing too much, and then Tuesday going up here, and then Wednesday maybe dropping. That's ideally what I would like to see. But some price does not always give you what you want to see. So price could also just come clean and then on a Monday just take this out, and then I'm practically just probably done trading for the week, right? So I like to see clean price action personally. So when price has taken out this particular low, I want to see price go back up, retrace, and keep dropping again. That's what I would ideally like to see. Let's look at the 12-hour, which I like to look at once in a while. It's not every time, but it's just another clean chart. Price is looking clean, honestly. Price looking very cleanly bearish. But once again, you can see that as price has taken this, it's dropped down again. Personally, I would like to see price go up. Sorry, got a call. I would like to see price. I would like to see price go back up before it drops down again. So that's like my ideal scenario. What I would like to see price do. So personally, I will not be in a hurry to trade today. I want to see clean price action. I want to see clean price action. Price returning, going to a point I like, and then dropping. One of the things about trading is just don't be in a hurry. Relax, let price come to you. Let price do what you want it to do. Let price misbehave, let it do what it wants to do. When it aligns to what you believe it's supposed to do, then you trade. All right. So even though everything is showing me bearish, I don't think I would be entering any trade anytime soon. On the 4-hour, however, oh, this looks nice. Ah, this looks nice. But it looks like I've already missed the trade for that already. You see how on the 4-hour, see how on the 4-hour price has done this. It has tapped into this. It has tapped into this, and now it has dropped. I'm gonna set a timer on my phone now for 37 minutes. Set a timer for 37 minutes.
37 minutes, counting down.
Why? Because I want to see how this 4-hour candle is going to close. If this 4-hour candle closes like this, I would like to most likely enter. I'll still trade with caution because now I'll look at the 1 hour and the 15-minute more closely. But here's what I'm going to do. If I'm going to trade this, I'm going to trade with very minimal risk. This is not a high risk trade. So this is not something I'll even advise because remember, I just said on the 12-hour that looking at how it is, I would want to see price drop. I want to see price, sorry, go up before it drops. But looking at the 4-hour, because daily is showing me bearish, weekly showing me bearish, 4-hour showing me bearish. Now, if I want to enter 4-hour, I'll trade with caution, extreme caution. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna cut my risk into like half or like a third of my general risk I would use. Meaning, if I would generally risk $100 per trade, I'm gonna risk like $50 per trade, right? So, and that's what I want you to do as well, because this trade idea is not solid. All right. Ideally, I want to see price retrace and come back again. But the reason why I'm considering this is look at this. Price has dropped in here and it has entered the fair value gap on the 4-hour chart and then dropped. So it first entered and then dropped. That is what shows me that price may want to keep continuing there. So price may have used this as its rubber band to just enter and then drop. So if this confirms bearishness in 35 minutes, because this is a 4-hour chart ending in 35 minutes, then I might start looking for trades in the New York session, which is going to be starting somewhere in about 2 hours, right? 2 to 3 hours. So then I'm going to be looking for bearishness in this particular session, in that particular session. But that's what I'm looking at because the 4 hour is looking nice. Same thing with the 1 hour. Same thing with the 1 hour. You see how price comes into that 4-hour fair value gap, and then we have a very strong confirmation candle. This looks amazing. So I'll look to see how I want to trade, but I'll have very minimal risk because liquidity has already been taken. All right, because liquidity has already been taken. Well, you see what I just did for all of this. I'll give you an assignment. I'll give you an assignment. Do the exact same thing for the GBP USD, and then see if it's accurate and see how you're able to draw it up. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I believe I've given a ton of value in this particular video. So please take your time, look at it, enjoy it, and then I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe in the markets.